Hello dear students, hope you are great. Today we are going to continue Unit 1, Lesson 3, the circulatory and respiratory system. So, first of all, what are the parts of the lymphatic system? Lymph travels through lymph vessels. It passes through lymph nodes. So, the lymph or leaked fluid. Lymph means leaked fluid or fluid that escapes from gut inside the blood vessels. This is called lymph. Lymph travels through lymph vessels. Look, this is a vessel. The white one, this is a vessel. It passes through the lymph node. So lymph travel in lymph vessels. It passes through lymph node. This is a lymph node. The red point, this is a lymph. The red small object, this is a lymph node. Lymph, where is this? Lymph node. Okay, lymph nodes are small, so it's a very small organ. Look, and pin shaped. It's not oval or circle shape. It's pin shaped. That remove pathogens and dead cells from the lymph. So the important in lymph nodes, or the function of lymph nodes, to remove pathogens or bacteria and virus and dead cells from the lymph. Why? There is a white blood cells in these lymph nodes that attack or fight against the pathogen or attack the pathogen. So, infection or pathogen fighting white blood cells are found in lymph nodes. So, there is white blood cells in this lymph node. So, to attack the pathogen. When a bacteria or other pathogen cause an infection, the number of white blood cells may multiply. The lymph nodes fill with white blood cells. So, where there is an infection, the number of white blood cells increase. So the lymph nodes fill with white blood cells to attack this pathogen. Lymph nodes are concentrated in armpits. So there is a lot of lymph nodes in armpits here, and neck here, and groin here. This part called groin. Lymph vessels. Lymph vessels are the thin-walled vessels with valves that carry lymph back to the lymph node. So, lymph vessels is very thin walled vessel with a valve, this called valve, that allow the lymph to pass or to move in one direction upward and prevent the backward of the lymph. So the importance of this valve to allow the fluid or lymph to move in one direction upward and prevent the backward. The vessels have a valve inside them to stop lymph from flowing backward, so to prevent the backward of the lymph. Are very important to lymphatic system. Bone marrow. Bone marrow is a part of the skeletal system, are very important to your lymphatic system. Bone marrow that is present in bone, it's very important to the lymphatic system. Why? Because inside the bone marrow it produces white blood cells or blood cells. So the function of the bone marrow to produce that present in bone, it produces white blood cells or blood cells, whatever, white or red blood cells. So bone marrow is a soft tissue inside bones where blood cells are produced. So inside the bone marrow there is produce white blood cells or blood cells. Tonsils, this is our organ, small organ at the back of the throat that help defend the body against infection. So tonsils is present at the back of the throat. It defends the body against infection. An infection of tonsils called tonsillitis. So the infection or disease that causes tonsils called tonsillitis. When the tonsils is infected, this infection called tonsillitis. So tonsils are small organ at the back of the throat that help defend the body against infection. White blood cells in tonsils trap the passage. So there is a lot of white blood cells inside the tonsils to trap or attack the pathogen. Again, tonsils are the small organ that present at the back of the throat to attack or defend the body against infection. The infection that causes tonsils called tonsillitis. Bone marrow, it's a very important. It's a part of skeletal system, and it's a very important part of the lymphatic system. Why? As they produce white blood cells, which is very important in lymphatic system. So what else? The thymus. Thymus is organ in the chest. So thymus is present in the chest. Here. Thymus is present in the chest. Again here. Some white blood cells made in bone marrow finish developing in the thymus. So when the white blood cells produced in the bone marrow, it finished development in the thymus. So it's very important to finish development of the white blood cells. So thymus is present in the chest to develop or finish development of the white blood cells that produced in bone marrow. The spleen. Spleen is the largest lymphatic organ. This spleen is the largest lymphatic organ. It stores the function of the spleen to store white blood cells. So the function of the spleen to store the white blood cells and allow them to mature. As the blood flow through the spleen, white blood cells attack or mark pathogen in the blood. So when the blood flows through the spleen, the white blood cells that present in the spleen attack the pathogen that present in the blood.
Did you know your body has its own version of a sewer system for removing unwanted toxins, waste and excess water from the body? This is called our lymphatic system. Like our blood circulation, the lymphatic system is made up of millions of little vessels that branch all around our body. But whereas arteries and veins carry blood, the lymphatic vessels are much, much finer and carry a colourless fluid called lymph. Our lymphatic system has three main duties. 1. It contains white blood cells called lymphocytes, which are used to fight infection. 2. It acts as a one-way drainage system, transporting fluid from body tissues into the blood circulation. 3. It gets rid of waste products produced by cells. As blood circulates the body, plasma leaves the blood vessels and travels into the body tissues, delivering food, oxygen and hormones to the cells. This plasma becomes tissue fluid and surrounds all our body's tissues. It then collects waste products, excess water and toxins from the cells. 90% of this fluid passes back into the blood circulation. However, 10% of the fluid is left behind and is known as lymph. We therefore need a system to drain this lymph fluid, so that we don't end up as a swollen fluid-filled balloon, hence the lymphatic system. The lymph fluid drains into lymph vessels, where it then travels to lymph nodes, which are found all around your body. To stop backflow, The lymph vessels have one-way valves and muscular walls that contract to force the lymph forward. This is happening in millions of little lymphatic vessels in your body every minute of every day. The lymph nodes filter the lymph, destroying or trapping anything harmful. The lymph nodes contain white blood cells called lymphocytes, which attack and break down bacteria, viruses, damaged cells, or cancer cells. This filtering and destroying is an important part of our immune system and stops nasty substances being fed back into our bloodstream which would make us sick. The waste products and destroyed bacteria are then carried in the lymph fluid through larger lymph vessels up to your neck, where the thoracic duct empties the lymph back into the blood circulation. The bloodstream then removes the waste products from the body as it does with other waste. As well as the lymph fluid, our lymphatic system also includes a few organs: the spleen, thymus, tonsils, and adenoids. They all have roles in helping our body fight off infections. Unfortunately, like any sewer system, things can go horribly wrong. Sometimes we get infections that cause the pumping to break down. This can cause your arms or legs to swell to huge proportions. Sometimes the debris or other bad substances can make it past lymph nodes. Sometimes cancer cells do this and spread the cancer to other parts of the body, which obviously isn't good. For now, we wish you all the best for your lymphatic.
So what are some disorders of the lymphatic? So first of all, what are some disorders of the lymphatic system? First, lymphoma. Lymphoma is a type of cancer that begins in the lymph nodes that can cause swelling or tumor. Look, there is a swelling or tumor. This is caused by type of cancer called lymphoma that affects lymph nodes. So there is cancer that affects lymph nodes called lymphoma. Second disorder, lymphedema. Lymphedema is the swelling. Lymphedema is the swelling of the body caused by blockage or injury to the lymph vessels. So, lymphedema is a swelling in the lymph that's caused by injury to the lymph vessels. So, the swelling of the body due to injury to the lymph vessels. This is called lymphema. So, we have lymphoma. Lymphoma is a type of cancer, while lymphema is a swelling that caused due to injury to lymph vessels. Filariasis is a disease caused by thread-like worms. So it's a disease caused by worm nematodes. Look, this is a disease caused by worm called nematodes. This disease called filariasis. Last one, bubonic plaque. Bubonic plaque is a bacterial infection of the lymphatic system. This is plaque. This disease called bubonic plaque. So we have 4 disorders. First one, lymphoma. Lymphoma is a type of cancer that caused by in a lymph nodes and lead to swelling or tumor. Lymphedema is a swelling of the body due to injuries to the lymph vessels, while filariasis is a disease caused by worm, while bubonic plaque is a bacterial infection caused by bacteria. That's it. Thanks for watching.